A petition has been making the rounds in the community amid controversy at the Maine-Endwell School District. The petition, circulating on change.org, surrounds a push to reinstate the Maine-Endwell Cheer coaching staff. 3 cheerleading coaches recently resigned, but the organizer of the petition says their decision to step down was not due to lack of commitment to the program. The organizers say it was because of a, quote, untenable situation that resulted from insufficient support from both the administration and athletic department. The petition to reinstate the coaches has already received 776 signatures. Maine-Endwell superintendent issuing a statement saying in part, quote, as a matter of practice, the district does not comment on personal matters. However, it is our due diligence to thoroughly investigate any concerns brought to our attention. While we share the community's concern, the safety of our students is always our priority. These coaches resigned voluntarily and were not terminated by the district. We are currently in the process of hiring new coaches so that our team can continue their season, end quote. 12 News also received a statement from a former coach later this afternoon saying that circumstances have made it difficult to uphold standards and values for a successful program, adding their decision was made in the interest of those ideals. The former coach also expressed gratitude for the opportunity to have worked with talent and dedicated athletes. For the official statement, you can visit our website, wbng.com.